Hey guys, and welcome to the first episode of Billy Pop's Top 10. I'm using a different camera, you might notice. Today I'm using my phone. I usually use my webcam, but I think I might start using my phone. The picture looks a little better. I'm still ugly, but you know, whatever. So the first movie I'm going to do, my number one spot, because today is slashers, I don't know if I said that yet, is Hello Mary Lou Prom Night 2. This will be my number 10. This movie's about a girl who was basically the school slut, gets killed, comes back as a ghost or whatever, and she's basically like a girl version of Freddy Krueger. She's got like punchlines and stuff like that. But it's a really entertaining movie. I thought it was far better than the first one. It felt like an 80s movie. The first one really didn't for me. Didn't have that campiness to it. I love this. I love this movie. Next up, at my number 9 spot, I don't really have a good version of this. This is not the unrated version, I was told, by I think probably Moods. But yeah, this is Tourist Trap. This movie is awesome, man. Like, I've only seen this one once. I only seen Hello Mary Lou once too, but this one I've only seen once, and I honestly I only really like this a lot because of the scenes with the mannequins. Because the mannequins in this are just awesome. Like I was like, this is such a bizarre premise for a movie, right? And yeah, it was just like a really entertaining movie. Totally different. Definitely a different show. Next up, in my number 8 spot, we have the Horror Legacy series edition of The Hills Have Eyes. This movie, I don't know if you'd consider it a slasher flick, but I guess I really do. It kind of fits that for me. But everybody knows The Hills Have Eyes. It's a bunch of people out in the desert. Wes Craven directed it. It's a bunch of people in the desert get basically stalked by these freaks that live in the hills. But yeah, really fucking awesome show. Anyway, I really liked it. Yeah. At number 7, we have Black Christmas. I love Christmas slasher movies for some reason. I don't know my thing with that. I think it's because I didn't really see many of them till I was much older. Like, I usually only watched, like, you know, when I was a kid, I was pretty sheltered. All I had was, like, Nightmare on Elm Street, Friday the 13th. But Black Christmas, man, was just deadly, and this is a really good addition, too. About a sorority house, and there's a killer in it named Billy, so, you know. But yeah, I actually reviewed this a while ago on Strictly Sick Movie Reviews, and I didn't really like it when I first watched it. But then I talked with a friend, and he kind of said give it a second chance, so I actually bought it. And I really enjoyed it that time. Like, I was like, okay, I kind of get the idea. I don't know if I finished that, though. It's about a sorority house being stalked by a killer that lives within the house. I'm sorry. Okay, so number 7, or wait. Sorry, number 6. This movie I had to throw in there just because I really liked it when I watched it. And I have so many copies of it for some reason. So, I figured I'd say this. I don't know why, and people that know my videos know that I was never a huge fan, really, of the Halloween series. Like, I kind of liked it, but it wasn't, like, my favorite slasher series, like, at all. So, when Rob Zombie remade it, sorry to say, guys, but I loved it, man. I loved it. I got 3 copies. I got that one, and the Blu-ray, of course, with the box set that I got. But yeah, no, I really liked it. And if you don't know the story of Halloween and you're watching my videos, then I don't know what to tell you. I'm not going to explain the story for Michael Myers. But yeah, really, I liked it. It was ultra violent, wicked gore. Loved it. Thought it was entertaining as fuck. Next up, at my number, fuck, I keep losing my place, sorry. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. So 5, number 5. This movie, watching through it the first time, I thought this is just a piece of crap. Why would my friend tell me to watch this? And once again, I have to put it in here because I have so many copies of it. I loved this movie way more once the ending hit, and everybody knows what I'm talking about, and that's Sleepaway Camp. I got this, which is apparently a pretty rare edition. Got the normal one, and then of course I bought the Blu-ray. The thing about Blu-rays, I really only buy them because they have shit tons of features, and I'm a total nerd for that shit. Just to hear me talking to my parents, I just feel like a retard. I'm just like, yeah, I know all about these movies, and they're like, anything else? Next up, at number 4, we have I bought this. I got the funny story behind this. I got this at a movie store in my hometown. I bought it secondhand off the Rankin's Video in Lumsden, Saskatchewan, which isn't exactly my hometown, but it's damn close. And I grabbed this movie, and I knew what it was, but my parents didn't know, and they wanted to watch it first because on the cover of Child's Play 1, that's all I got. I don't have a DVD to hold up. But yeah, I love this movie, but on the cover it said Chucky is one mean SOB. And I stupidly asked my stepdad, hey, what's SOB mean? And he's like, it means son of a bitch. And I was like, and he was looking at my movie cover. I got in a bit of trouble, actually. I don't know, even remember how old I was. I was probably like 8 or something. I don't know. Probably older, probably like 11. But anyways, enough about that. Number 3, and once again, it's a Christmas movie. I watched this with my dad last Christmas, and he actually liked it. I was surprised. But yeah, Silent Night, Deadly Night, man. A lot of controversy through this about this movie, but honestly, it's like one of my all-time fucking favorite slasher movies. It's just so incredibly, the atmosphere of it is so awesome because it's so Christmassy, but it's so dark at the same time. It's just, I just love this flick. I'm kind of, I don't know, whatever. It's awesome. At number 2, and this was a hard decision for number 2, but number 2 is a movie that I borrowed off these kids down the street from me. They were way younger than me, and they really liked it, and they let me borrow it, and it was like not even in a normal case. It was in like a VHS case from a fucking like mom and pop store that didn't have the cover art for it or whatever. Probably somebody lost the case, but anyways, I borrowed the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and holy shit, I was like, this is dark, man. Like, I don't know, I can't really say that I like it was hard to pick the second spot because I was just trying to think of Silent Night, Deadly Night, or this. Like, which one would I rather watch? But this one I seen when I was a lot younger, so it kind of just won because of that. But, yeah, Texas Chainsaw Massacre. If you don't know what, get out of here. Next up, last one, of course, number 1. This will surprise everybody, I'm sure. And I mean, like, pretty much everyone. You probably think I'm a fool for this, but I don't care. I think it was the first horror movie I ever watched, and to this day, nothing entertains me more than this movie. And that is Friday the 13th, part 5. The New Beginning. It's just, I don't know, man. I don't know what it is about it. This movie's just, it's got, what 10-year-old kid, because that's when I first watched horror movies, right? Was when I was 10, so we know I wasn't 10 when I got whatever I said before. But anyways, yeah, this movie had nothing but blood and tits in it. And I was like, this is like the best thing I've ever seen. And I was fucking scared shitless too. Like, I was terrified. I'm not kidding you. I was a very sheltered kid, so when I watched my first horror movie, I was really shitting my pants. But I got through it. And then the second one I watched, I think, was Children of the Corn. Then after that, it was The Shining. Then it was Silence of the Lambs. And then I was just traumatized, and nothing shocked me anymore. But anyways, guys, thanks for watching the first episode of Bill's Top 10. I hope it wasn't too boring.
Hi, I'm Scary Terry. Welcome to my nightmare, bitch.
That Magic Production.